That was a Black Mirror episode. Black Mirror did it much, much better.
What, the lesbian one or the black guy one?
The lesbian one.
Oh.
It's forever known as the lesbian one now.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I just never watched that.
It's also an episode of Creepshow that we watched with Justin Long.
That's true. It's the same kind of concept.
Yeah.
All these shows are.
I didn't see that, but I can't imagine anybody doing it better than what Black Mirror did.
I can.
Did you see it, Phoenix?
I don't know.
Frank loves Black Mirror.
Is it in the later seasons?
It's in season 5.
Then no.
You should. You should watch it with me after the show.
No.
Watch it with me. Watch it with me.
It's my birthday.
That sounds so codependent and weird.
I didn't realize we time jumped to February.
I want you to.
I know when your birthday is, Dick. Not you. This guy.
I don't know. My birthday's not yet. But if anybody's interested in sending me something, they can.
No, see, like I watched a movie with Phoenix on his birthday once, and then for my birthday, I've been trying to get him to watch something with me, but he won't.
That's how he gets you.
He's a dick like that. He'll talk shit on something that you say is really good that he's never seen.
Yeah,
but he refuses to give it a chance.
I've seen half of the episodes of that show.
They're all different. It's an anthology. What do you want?
I don't want to be criticized for not giving it a chance when I watched half of the fucking series and didn't care for it.
Each season has 3 episodes.
How many more do I gotta fucking watch?
So many more.
I have to watch every episode to give it a fair chance.
There's 15 of them. No, there's like 20 episodes. I would say half of them are and half of them are really good.
And none of the good ones. Only one good one in the first 10.
Yes.
The one where the guy fucks a pig.
And
there wasn't a good one until season 3.
Then fuck that.
Well, sometimes a show needs to get its legs underneath of it.
Sometimes it takes several years.
You know who did it right the first time right off the bat? Inside Number 9.
Damn right.
They're good every time, all the time.
Uh-oh.
Who?
Is somebody watching this bullshit?
Uh-oh.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the weekly podcast sanctioned by the government of Wonderland. Swear words of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the podcast. All other swear words are restricted. Wonderland officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the podcast and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 2 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until the podcast concludes. Blessed be our Wonderland leaders in America, a nation reborn. LIW The Twilight Zone review is now in effect.
When I die, I wanna be high. Never worry, just bury me along with my currency. When I die, I wanna be high. 5, 6, 7, correct.
You're traveling to another dimension.
When I die, I wanna be high. Never worry, just bury me along with my currency.
You're entering the Twilight Zone.
Hey, yo. Okay, run it. Roll it again.
You're entering LIW The Twilight Zone review.
When I die, I wanna be high.
Sexual fantasies. Every one of us has them. Harmless enough most of the time. On the eve of his marriage, Benjamin Baker has decided to indulge himself. He's about to get very, very lucky. Or is he? We're traveling to another dimension.
Was that one of us?
Yeah, it was me.
That was the Twilight Zone breaking into our show.
That was terrifying, Frank.
Sorry. Yeah, that's how
He's about to get lucky. Or
the
is he?
dude, the sound production of Forrest Whitaker's intros and outros are just atrocious.
Not just
What?
sound, video too.
Oh, even on the DVD, it sounds bad because I'm just
I
curious.
didn't watch
if
the
this is-
DVD yet, to be honest with you.
See, I wonder if the DVD is better because the transfer is probably legit, and this one's just a bootleg.
The bootleg is literally a copy from the.
Yeah,
So it's going to
well,
be
it's
better.
ripped.
on the DVD,
Yeah,
obviously,
it's
so.
ripped from So there you go.
But I haven't watched it yet. I don't know.
It's literally like he's whispering and then "Dur, dur, dur."
She's gonna get fucked in the ass.
He
But then
sounds
again, that is
too.
kind of how Korn it rolled, you know. It's like
That's true. Yeah, he does direct pornography. This is true.
He drinks pornography.
He directs pornography.
Does he?
Yeah,
No.
Jonathan Davis has made a couple pornos.
With the band or just?
I don't know. I've never seen him. I just know that he's like a big porn guy.
Do you really
So-
need to direct pornography?
He did he had his own sort of. I think he had his own line of pornos.
where
I mean,
did
I'm
you
not-
hear
I'm-
this from?
Double check that. Let's look that up. Okay,
You
fine,
are
I'm looking it up.
totally wrong.
No, I'm totally right because you're an idiot.
No. Jonathan Davis didn't direct pornos. He doesn't need
Porn.
to. Corn porn.
You're gonna get some bad videos.
Oh my god!
Porn frontman to direct porn movie. This is
There you
in
go.
2004.
You're gonna get a chick's, like farting out cum and having it fly into some dude's mouth.
Corn porn. That just rhymes.
Well,
See, there you go.
Back in the 90s, what?
Right there.
Oh Christ, what is he doing?
That's from
was
2004.
17 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was a mortician before the band, you know.
Jonathan Davis juggles romantic comedy with porno movies.
There you go.
Sounds like something he would do.
Wow.
Don't ever question me in my
Well, I mean,
knowledge.
he did juggle nursery rhymes with new metal.
Wow, look at this. Korn frontman Jonathan Davis's ex-porn star wife, who died the same day she was banned from contacting kids.
Oh.
I don't.
Yeah, she overdosed. She had a lot of mental problems.
Did she die with her currency because she wanted to be high?
Yes.
I wouldn't make jokes. She had a lot of mental problems, man.
Oh, I'll make jokes. I don't give a fuck.
Well, apparently there's victims, so we can make jokes about
I
it.
don't care about people who throw away their lives in pornography and drugs.
She had mental problems. It wasn't her. She wasn't like doing it like because she's a fucking serial like lunatic. She had fucking mental problems, Dick.
Yeah, they have medication for that. And she threw her meds away probably.
8-year-olds
That's why
did.
she went
8-year-olds.
down that path. I'm sorry. I can't feel sorry for everybody that has mental problems these days because everybody has mental problems these days.
Yeah, but no, she legit had mental problems.
You know what we used to do with people with mental problems? We used to throw them to the lions.
Oh yeah, and she left her 2 kids stranded with Jonathan and just without a mother too. I mean, it's sad.
Yeah, that's whose fault is that?
There's something.
No one's. She had mental fucking problems, Dick.
Well, Jonathan Davis should have known better, not marry a woman with mental problems.
Look at him. He was a mortician before the band. You think he makes good choices?
Well, like I said, there you go. He
The
also
man is
directs-
very smart,
he-
actually. He
he-
went to college and everything. He's actually
He also collects serial killer memorabilia.
actually- he's got a doctorate in morticianary. medicine.
Speaking of, every time I see the commercial that's on now for I'm Zach Bagans,
Yeah.
haunted music, I'm like, fucking douchebag. He's such a goober. Like, I don't know
Can
how
you
to describe that guy.
Do you
Let's
imagine
see,
if Jonathan Davis
um,
watches the show and he just turned it off
Monkey,
because he's
yeah,
mad?
Monkey found God. The drummer refuses to have any contact with the band.
Wow.
Yeah, Jonathan Davis realized how serious mental issues are after his wife, died of them.
I
Because
don't give a shit about Korn or Jonathan Davis.
I'm not. I'm just telling you the band.
And then he became the president of the Confederacy.
So it seemed like he's a guy that if you told me a story of, I'd be like, yeah, probably.
yeah. I mean,
My microphone's a naked chrome lady.
I didn't believe anything. It's like Andy Dick. You told me an Andy
Yeah.
Dick story, no matter how crazy it was.
Yeah,
I could see
believe
that
it.
happening.
Yeah, I heard a certain somebody was in love with Andy Dick in the 90s and it didn't work out. And that certain somebody is little guy in Tenacious D.
Jack Black?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Jack Black had a bromance with Andy Dick.
Apparently.
Sounds like an actual romance. I don't know.
I don't think it was a bromance. I think it was a hard fucking love. Just like this episode.
You don't always have to fucking dick hard.
Yeah, but he
Like,
was
sometimes that's not nice.
You can be both.
Sensuous.
Because this episode just taught me that you can be both.
We're 10 minutes into this. We have not discussed the actual episode at all.
It's terrible until the last 10 minutes.
It is. Someone on Twitter a long time ago, when we started talking about doing the 2002 version, was like, "Oh, I can't wait for you guys to get to this." And here we are. And I don't get it.
It's the greatest last 2 minutes of a show I've ever seen.
It was just like Creepshow, though.
Yeah,
like Creepshow just took this plot.
I mean, I could relate with the beginning because Missy put me through that for 5 months.
See, that's bullshit. That's ridiculous.
No, I'd rather stay with a woman like that than a whore.
No, but she is a whore. She's a liar, this woman. She's fucking... Not Missy. I'm talking about the show.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, Dick, why don't you watch your fucking mouth?
I don't know your wife. I've never met her, but she's a whore. No.
Dirty whore. A whore lives here.
Whore, this is Mr. Rossi. Jenna Rossi, find your own goddamn man.
She's still with me, so there's a lot of good in her somehow.
Yeah, so she's a saint.
The patience.
She's a saint on earth.
She's a saint of Newark. Oh my God.
Right. I did want to give a shout out because in 4 days we have our Walking Dead birthday. That's our LIW The Walking Dead review, 9/25/15. We turned 6 years old. Way too many episodes.
Do you still do that?
Every once in a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Actually, Angela from The Walking Dead, she's going to be she's one of the new characters on The Boys season 3.
Angela.
Yeah, she's one of the new
What the fuck is
suits.
Angela from The Walking Dead?
From like
Andrea?
seasons. Andrea.
Andrea.
Her, the blonde.
Yeah. She's good. I like her a lot. I'm glad she's gotten work.
Laurie Holden.
Laurie Holden. She's a good actress.
She got a part.
I think she's
gonna be one of the new soups on
I think she smokes like a train.
Oh, she seems like it.
Maura Tierney, I know, smokes like a train because she used to hang out at the theater and she would smoke like 5 packs. Sweetest woman on the planet. She's very nice, but she was a fucking smoker because she had to stay skinny. On TV, they don't want an inch of fat on them, so they're just yeah, it's great. Bury me with my currency.
Sean Penn was Packenauer.
Fucking
the director of Sensuous Cindy, John T. Kretschmer, which is an ugly fucking last name. He did 5 episodes of the show.
Wow.
So he did Burned, which you've never seen. He did The Collection, which we saw, about little dolls. And I did that by myself, I think.
Yeah, you probably did.
Yeah. Fair Warning, which we saw. That was the one about the stalker.
Oh.
Who worked for the pet store.
God, that one sucked.
Sensuous Cindy, this one, and then Time Lapse. Guys, you both watched all the episodes of Twilight Zone 2019, the season 2, right?
Not me.
I did, yeah.
Watch them. Okay, Frank, tell me if this sounds familiar. Here's the plot of Time Lapse. Ethan Embry is having like blackouts, and someone keeps taking over his body. We did an episode of 2019 Twilight Zone, our favorite episode called The Who of You, where Ethan Embry has people keep swapping bodies. And I'm like, that's the same fucking plot with the same fucking guy. How? It's like they remade it and made it slightly different and way better, probably.
Probably.
But we are covering Time Lapse on 11/9/21, so in about a month and a half here.
It'll be here before you know it.
I can't wait.
And then Thanksgiving.
I'll probably be getting my surgery that day.
Ooh.
Ew.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know if I want you going under the knife, Frank.
It's going to affect your performance on the show, so I'm going to go ahead.
I'm going to say no. As a doctor, part-time, I'm not going to let you have the surgery.
It's way past due.
I can get an anti-anium spinal column put in, and I can like hit you with a baseball bat.
Oh my God, I wish that shit was real.
I know, right?
I'll find out on
or vibranium.
I'll find out.
Captain America's shield.
I'll find out October 27th.
All right.
Hope it's one of those.
Well, I think in the comics it is antianium, but then in the movies they call it vibranium because Fox had antianium
Yeah.
or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Manium.
Animanium, something like that. Yeah.
So, guys, no sex till marriage. 6
That's
months.
not what this episode's about. She's just a bitch.
2 times pussy.
I have a problem with this episode because
Which one's Jamie Presley?
The hot one.
Sensuous Cindy.
Okay.
She's the one that. Oh, she didn't talk about that at all. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Don't destroy me. No.
Okay, so he can't fuck his wife in the morning. Goes to work. Some random fucking IT guy shows up and he's like, "Hey, I gave you a whole virtual reality game that's under construction by your wife." None of it makes any sense, and it's not a finished thing. So why does this guy have it? I have no idea.
So right there, that's the giveaway.
Well, beta testers.
That was the giveaway to the ending. That was
why is the motherfucker giving it away if he's a beta tester?
Because he jerked off to it.
tester.
Yeah, he's a beta masturbator.
He's a beta
Masturbator. Big tar. Because he's a fucking weird worm
This is
looking.
2002, fellas. You got to remember that.
Oh yeah, I know. Virtual reality was hot.
This virtual reality doesn't even exist today.
Virtual reality was hot from 1994 to about 2001.
And then again in the last few years.
Yes, because now we're talking about holodecks and shit.
And it's still not even this fucking good.
I just don't know why you give your coworker a game and be like, "Hey, I put this game in your computer that I have to sit at your desk."
Since for some reason,
feel free to jerk off here.
By the way, you'll come. Can I catch it?
wear a diaper when you play this game.
You're gonna come hard. What?
And
Who
all he
are
wants
you?
to do is
Get out of my
snuggle.
office. Who are you?
And all he wants to do is snuggle.
Yeah, it's true. Like he's trying, I love you, honey. Don't touch me until 6 months from now. What a whore. Yeah, his wife is the villain of the piece, I think.
He wanted rough anal. I could hear it in his voice.
That's fine. She should give it to him.
She should be one of those Jesus girls that only does anal.
Well, no, she doesn't because she likes the vagine.
They could do anal.
Well, I mean, she likes the from the vagine.
Oh,
named Jamie Presley.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get there because
there's no point.
The second that guy closes, I don't even think the door's closed all the way. He's already got his pants off, machine on his face. He's just like,
and then she becomes the ghost of the machine. Everywhere he goes, she calls him like she has power over the internet.
So she's on the headset from the game. From the episode.
Does he have? Oh shit! He's getting his dick sucked by a computer program.
Yeah, that became an AI program all of a sudden and could just travel through the computer.
Well, she was Joe from Lawnmower Man. She could go through the phone lines and call him at work and at home. What are you doing right now? I miss you. I love you. And all you had to do was say, I love you back, and she would have been fine.
And back then, that would have sounded like insane to us. But today, it's like, yeah, it's normal.
Well, now it's who cares? Now you can.
I mean, now she can take care of. She can pretty much take over my refrigerator if she wants.
I feel like
Alexis.
Frank would buy this machine, this VR software off Wish, and he'd end up with Jamie Kennedy instead of Jamie Presley.
Hey, bro.
Hey, I saved $400.
You got the X. You got X. Or whatever that show was that he had. That's a visual. Phoenix is performing as Jamie Kennedy visually. Not really helpful to the podcast.
No, but
audio version of Jamie Kennedy is blah blah blah. That's yeah.
Let's play balls on chin, bro. I love that.
You got X or whatever that show was.
Yeah, this stupid punk show that he.
Remember that era of television, like before cable TV took off, and like syndication TV was kind of ruling because like. Network TV had their side of the world. Syndication had their side of the world. It was like kind of this battle, but then cable came out of nowhere, and cable became streaming, and now streaming conquers everything. I mean, network TV doesn't even exist anymore.
Thank you for the history lesson.
I'll continue.
What's next?
After this, I think we're going to go back to network television soon.
It's just going to be packaging.
I think it's just going to. Yeah, we're going to be paying the companies for
little.
Whatever. That's all it is.
Whoa,
that's all
shit, we're back where we were.
That's all it's going to be, yeah. And it's going to be awful.
MySpace is going to get huge soon.
I wish. I think MySpace was way better than Facebook.
Somebody did buy it and like revitalize it or something.
Well, it became like a music site. It was like for bands and shit.
Yeah, that's what it was when
It was more
Before.
yeah, it was more conducive to bands like promotion. But I loved it because you could write blogs and people could just read them. Like I would get thousands of views and reads from people I didn't know, and they would always comment like, "Oh, you're funny, bro." I wish I would have had those blogs still. Those were good.
That's why I did Things That Burn Hell.
Yeah,
That's originally where they get posted because people actually read that shit on there.
yeah, it was.
And
It
now
was great. Now Facebook sucks.
Facebook has like notes, and nobody ever will look at your notes.
No, and if you write something controversial, Facebook blocks you.
I don't even know where to find them anymore.
No, yeah,
No,
Facebook sucks. Facebook is shit. Instagram is shit. Everybody who's on, I just hate everything. Kids are stupider now because of it, because they all want to be famous. They all want a YouTube channel. TikTok is shit. And
It's
guess
awful.
what? You know what happens when you're a YouTuber and you go across the country? Your boyfriend murders you and lives you in a shallow grave. That
What
just
was
happened.
his name, Dick?
Gabby, whatever her name is, Gabby Patuta, whatever.
Whatever girl I was dating last.
Whatever bitch
Fucking
said
name.
I couldn't have sex for 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seemed like she was not the victim in that video. I'm just saying.
Oh, she beat the shit out of the guy.
Yeah, dude.
Well, she's dead. They found her body. She's done.
I know she's dead. Yeah.
She's
I don't know
dead.
what you're talking about.
The last like 2 weeks, it's been a missing person. This has been all over the news.
Yeah, and when what's he saying? Oh, he's gone. He's
Charlie, so check this out, Phoenix. Here's the story. This guy, this cross country, she's 22. He's like what, in his late 20s, or is he the same age? I think he's older, right? Is that what the deal is?
They're close in age and close
Something
enough.
like that.
They're close enough.
So they go across the country. They're trying to document it on YouTube. She's like a YouTuber, and she's got a channel and shit. And you slowly see like the progression of their relationship starts to break apart. And then all of a sudden, she's gone. Nobody knows what happens. She disappears. He takes the van that was hers, drives it all the way across the country back home to Florida, and he says, I don't know what happened to her. She just left. And it's like, obviously you killed her. I'm not a detective, but I think you did it. 9 times out of 10, that's what happened.
Or she was beating on him, and he finally had enough of it and told her to get out of the van, and he just took off with the van.
Well, now he's missing. He's disappeared now. He's gone.
Yeah, he got home. He's like, "Wait, she's missing now.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
I gotta go because I killed her."
I already know what they're gonna say. They're gonna think I killed her.
And then when they find her body, which they did, thanks to another YouTube group, a YouTube channel that drove by in the same area, they saw the van parked in the area where her body was found, like the day that she was murdered. Like they had it, and they're going back looking at their clips, and so they tied it back to the date on the camera, and they said, "Oh shit, that was August, blah blah blah. That's the day she disappeared. Her body must be in that area because they've never seen her." And lo and behold, they found her body right there.
See, this sounds like a good Black Mirror episode that you're describing.
Oh no, it's going to be a mini series, guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be a streaming show or something.
Yeah, like they just announced
About
today that
5
it was
years.
a homicide.
Yeah, no, she's dead. They found her. She's done.
No, like they just officially released that she didn't kill herself. It was a homicide.
Yeah,
Well,
she probably.
not a whole lot of people killed themselves and then buried themselves in a shallow grave.
No, well, if they were thoughtful, they would. My buddy's grandfather cleaned up his mess. He blew his brains out with a shotgun, and he had everything in plastic. He wrapped his body in plastic.
An old system.
Yeah, he had a whole system set up for his body. Just the plastic would catch his brain matter.
Good for him.
Nice.
Good
Yeah,
for
very
him.
sweet, very sweet.
Yeah, sweet guy.
He had cancer, I think. He was dying.
This is a fun show. This is a fun show so far, guys.
And we're talking about some lesbian dyke shit in a
We're
minute.
talking about sexy ass Jamie Presley.
Oh, she looks so good in this episode.
Yeah,
and he puts on the headset. She immediately shows up. And I always loved the VR back in the day. He's just like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm immersive.
Touches the candle.
It's nothing like that.
Yeah. I put in my nephew's VR and I was like, yeah. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all.
I got VR for DCS to fly the fire jet things. Yeah, dude, it was so disorienting. I had to take it the fuck off because I was about to throw up.
After I took it off, it was like a good 2 or 3 hours where I'm like,
Remember,
I almost got
your head's like spinning, right?
I was like, I don't believe this reality. Like,
remember Virtual? Was it like Virtual Boy? Remember that one?
Yeah.
Back in the
Oh,
90s?
with the red lasers.
That
was all red.
basically gave you fucking epilepsy.
Yeah, my cousin.
No,
had
it burned your retinas out of your head.
Yeah.
that.
with
It was
the
Mario
red.
Tennis. It
Oh,
looked awful.
it's horrible.
Yeah, it was like staring at a light bright for an hour and a half when you're
So
playing.
if you have a sealed box, it goes for quite a bit of money.
I can imagine some people want to have epilepsy.
Oh, they collect it. They
Yeah.
love that shit.
Yeah,
Piece
yeah.
of bad technology.
But then he fucks her. He fucks the
Yeah,
shit out of her
multiple
and then,
times.
He's a
in one
tiger.
day.
Grr.
And then ugh. All the baby talk in this. And then
Yeah,
he
I
cuddles
hate
with her for a good 7 or 8 hours. I don't know.
Yeah,
Apparently.
floating in the air on a bed.
Oh, I forgot that his job is he works as a fashion editor on a magazine with all ladies. He walks in there
All
and
these
he's
hot
like,
bitches.
oh,
all-
he's like,
All these 9s and 10s and even a 12.
I think I even saw a 12 out there.
Really? Wow.
He's like,
I
wow,
must-
film had sex, huh? Here's your jerk off machine.
Here's a pocket pussy.
And again, is this considered cheating if he's having sex with a VR bot?
No.
No,
Didn't we have this discussion
We did.
before?
yeah.
On the
Frank and I are pretty firm on this. Pardon the pun. We're
I
pretty
think,
firm on.
but didn't Adam think it was cheating? He didn't like it.
I think Adam was on the border.
You know,
I think
Adam
because he-
thought masturbation was if you're
Cheating.
thinking of somebody else or
That's
something,
cheating.
then you're mentally cheating.
That's
Yeah.
like that Catholic guilt shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't subscribe to that.
I was
No,
even thinking when this was going on.
I mean, I'm even of the opinion that as long as you're paying for it, it's not cheating.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's funding a small business.
You're helping the economy and you're helping your fellow man. I mean,
I'm
lady
stimulating the
boy.
economy and her and myself.
Exactly. If it's a her,
Yeah. You don't ask questions like that, Dick.
it could be a lady boy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have that much
Hold it
money.
out and walk forward wherever it goes. It goes.
Especially if they're Filipino, you never know.
I tripped into her. I don't know.
You like it hot or
And then-
soft?
And then she stole $250 from me.
Oh, you so dirty, you.
See, Japanese businessman. What the fuck was that, Dick?
Pretty much, yeah. That's what you get yourself into when you go down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. You're
You're going to be a nice.
Step on
Put
your
this
balls.
Godzilla outfit on. Oh yeah. Oh. That's some sick shit.
So he fucks her, and he's sitting at his desk. All I could think about was the reality of someone going, "Hey, I want to."
Dink, dink, dink.
Oh, my
what's he got?
god! Hey, we need your sign-ups on these proofs for the magazine. Oh god!
I would love to see an alternate cut of this where it cuts back to reality, and it's
Yeah.
because in the original shot he puts on the face mask, and the next thing he does when he takes him off, he's outside, and like a box of his shit is out there. He has no idea. Security dragged him out, and they just show that whole process of a guy coming in and like tackling him, and security dragging him out. This
And
sick freak.
Forrest Whitaker's behind the bush and he pops out.
Yeah.
He ran into some bad luck in the Twilight Zone.
Do you blame him for fucking her? I don't.
See how hot she was?
Down.
Burn out, burn out.
I was matching Frank's volume.
I'm gonna direct some pornos.
He's not
Limp
Fred
Bizkit.
Durst.
Yeah, I know. It always goes back to Fred. It was-
Stunt cock.
So they start making out, and it's really boring. And then they fuck, and then they cuddle, and then he goes home after. And Cindy calls him at home. And at this point, it was like, "Oh, it's what the fuck ever."
Yeah.
This makes no sense.
Well, again, I think what ruined the episode was when that little wiener guy says, "Your wife's program."
Yeah,
So I was like, "Oh, she's fucking her too." That's the end. That's going to be the reveal.
It's like the
It's
whole
just-
time she's
she
telling
knows.
his wife
Yeah.
what's going on.
So it's like right there, it ruins the whole thing. It's like don't reveal that. Let that be the secret. You know.
Oh,
It's
you're
like
so,
at the
you're
end,
so
like
adorable.
well, it's like at the end, he goes, "Oh, honey, what you been? You know what, honey? I gotta appreciate you. I love you. I'm gonna bring you some French bread and some roses at the store. And what are you working on this week?" He said, "Well, I got this program I'm still trying to
Deadline.
figure out, and I have to work on it tonight. But I'll see you tomorrow." "Okay, honey." She puts it on. She's licking pussy, but that's the end of the episode.
Scissoring. Yeah.
Scissoring like a mad woman.
but it's TV, it's UPN, so it just cuts
You
to her
can't
like
yeah.
licking a peach.
Yeah. Well, they
real
did.
slowly.
Hey, they kissed, and then forced. The endings. Put the ending on. Put the last 30 seconds.
When we get there, I'll definitely show it.
When he pops up at the end, it's the funniest shit.
He's got this big fucking stupid smile on his face.
Because he's not. That's not a green screen. He's there for that episode.
It's the one time
he showed up to be on set to do the scene. Oh god, that was great. He just pops in. He fucking pops in like, "Hey, this looks pretty hot."
I do want to
stay here and watch.
I want to see how long it takes for him after his friend leaves the room to start jerking off.
20 seconds.
Friend's leaving the door. He's already looking at it like it's almost on his head. He's not even out the door yet. Now he's out the door and right on my stupid face.
Now, this guy's in a lot of stuff. This guy
The
works
door. What if he forgot his pen? Or oh yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, it's so real.
Ellie.
Yep. First off, it looks like a set designed by Remco van de Kamp.
It does.
It really does.
Oh man. Okay, here's the.
That's a film school joke. Just only Phoenix and I will understand that one.
It's a good thing you brought it to the show.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Hey, I got it.
This is a personal show. I don't give a shit what people watch the show think.
All right, here we go.
Ah, so good.
Wife is making out with her own creation. I don't give a shit. And what I was getting to earlier is if I did this and I'd be like, oh, I feel a little guilty, and then if I found out my wife was doing it, I'd be like, oh, cool. It's not real.
No, if you find out your wife was doing it, you'd be like, you fucking whore.
Let's go together.
I want to watch. You can't do this without me.
Yeah.
Come on now. See, that's like Cinemax Late Night right there.
I'm waiting for David Duchovny to pop out.
Benjamin escaped his fantasy.
He is there. That is not green screen.
Oh, it is.
No, they did that on purpose to make it look like he wasn't there.
I'm gonna go watch it.
I'm gonna go watch this with my lazy eye. My eye got fixed watching this lesbian scene.
We're gonna hop on over to Skinemax. Come on.
Come on.
It was an addendum episode. It's just lesbian sex.
So what would you give this episode?
I gave it a 6, but I don't want to.
You're all 6 inches.
Yes.
It's
at least 6.
At least 6.
I give it a micro peanut. 6.
I don't like to talk about it.
Right after I buzz, yeah.
I give this a good cum in your pants at work. Or
yeah. Sometimes you gotta rub one out at work. You gotta do it sometimes. Just the pressure of everything. You gotta jerk off, at least 4 or 5 times a day.
This would be cream of khaki soup, though.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta get those numbers up.
It's just creepy as shit because he was doing that in the office.
Yeah.
And at one point, he tries to fix his wife's computer, and then Jamie Presley shows up, and she's like, "Hey, you're gonna come back in, right?
You're gonna come back in."
We had chemistry. It's like,
I love you. He's like, "Yeah, me too." I love when he tries to lie to his wife. He just sounds like a bumbling Hugh Grant.
Well,
there's a fire, so I gotta go.
Yeah.
Put the fire out.
Yeah, it's just so obviously annoying. It's like that stupid romantic comedy nonsense that they throw in. It's like, oh, the bumbling guy, you don't know what to do. Is he gonna get caught? Ooh.
This right here, where he tries to lie to her a little bit. I think it's this one. He does it a few times, but
yeah, sure, fine.
Can't wait for you to open your doors again. So, is everything all right?
Oh, great. Yeah, something came up. Nothing really. It's something, but it's nothing. I mean, everything's under control.
Is that not Hugh Grant?
Oh no, I'm charming.
Charming and bumbling.
He's not as charming as Hugh Grant, but it's close.
Yes.
Oh, I think I love you. The Beatles said it. I think I love you.
God. He gives her a virus by touching her.
Kissing her.
Was that established? That he could do that?
No, but I think didn't that little nerd wiener boy say like, "Oh, I got a virus for you in case this goes out of control."
Oh, did he?
I don't know. I can't remember.
No, he stopped by on his way to the office. And
yeah,
got a virus, and then kissed her, and then all of a sudden, like, it came out of his mouth into hers.
And then he kissed me.
This is all you need to know about it.
Then she got all pixelated.
Look at that! Oh, she looks good. What does she look like today? Is there a modern picture we can look at of Jamie Presley? Because I bet you she don't look like that no more. She probably got haggard.
My Name is Earl.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what she's up to now. I guess you don't got to do much because My Name is Earl was on for a long time. She probably did pretty good on that. That was the last hurrah for TV to make money on a TV show, really. So good for her.
Let's find out, shall we?
Yeah, I want to see her.
I mean, her mom stayed hot for pretty long.
That's not.
Let him believe. Let him believe.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I know shit about her. Yeah,
It's not Lisa Marie Presley's daughter.
whatever.
That girl.
I looked up Jamie Presley 2021.
See what she. Oh, that's an old picture. It's not new. Ooh, she's kind of got that facelift look.
Yeah, a lot of Botox.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that.
Fake tits and Botox. Yep.
Oh, look at that shit. She's chiseled like a bronze statue right there. But that was like 20 years ago. Oh no, 2021. I don't believe it.
Well, she's fucking somebody young.
Good for her.
Sorry, I'll be over here.
I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry, I was jerking off in my office on VR. Oh my god, it's real. Yeah, I would give this a 5. It was whatever. It's like I'll forget about it tomorrow, but it was funny. It's just I thought it was funny that they went that far in 2002, late night network TV. They were trying to be like, "Hey, look, we're edgy. We're new Twilight Zone. We can show 2 girls kiss."
I love the fact that the majority of the episode takes place where she locks him in an elevator.
Yeah,
That's it.
I don't like closed spaces.
And then luckily his wiener friend, the IT dude, shows up. Oh, get us out of here. And he gets her out of there. I was like, oh, that was it.
yeah. Thank you.
It's your call, Chief.
You know, right? Hey, it should have been Rick Moranis. I got this program. It's a girl. Your wife's working on it. Who does your taxes? It's getting closer, Phoenix. Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's coming.
I just don't have any excitement for it.
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be surprisingly good.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna wow you.
I don't think it's gonna wow me. I think at most I'll go, oh yeah, that's all right.
I think it's going to be like enjoyable at least. I think it'll never be Ghostbusters 1 or 2, and everyone hates 2. I don't know why, but
People suddenly started hating 2 at some point.
oh, I mean they hate the vitriol for it is thick. Like they really hate Ghostbusters 2.
I like
I
to.
watched 2 a lot.
I love 2. I love 2. I quote 2 just as much as I quote 1.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
boys were the Ghostbusters.
yeah. He-Man.
Who are you gonna call? He-Man.
I love the idea that these guys were successful, and then one day the city turned around and sued them into oblivion, and they can't work as Ghostbusters anymore. That's what would happen in real life. It's hilarious. Like,
I think the funniest part is when Bill Murray does the photo shoot with Vigo.
oh yeah.
Yes, no, yes, no.
You're not gonna get a green card with that attitude, pal.
You were good. I've had better.
I'm sorry. Adam used to do the good Peter. What's his name? Impression.
Peter McNichol.
Where are you from? What's his name of the show or the movie?
The Upper West Side.
The Upper West Side. Yeah. Oh God.
His name is
Janusz.
Janusz. Yeah. Oh, I get it. You got it for this little stud, right?
Oh, I got it. You get a little furry kitty cat.
Yeah.
Good for
Also,
right
I
here.
love when Winston's doing the scream because of the train, and
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
he's still,
You get the number of locomotive. Sorry, I
he's
missed
still
it.
doing this after
I missed it.
realizing nothing actually
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. It's funny.
It's not as funny, clearly, but it's still got a lot of funny bits. And
Yeah, I just don't understand. Like people, I was like, you read articles, like people just hate it. They just say, "Oh, that's fucking Ghostbusters 2, that abomination." I'm just like, nothing's worse than Ghostbusters 2016. Nothing is worse than that.
Doesn't deserve the even name.
It's not even worth even talking about, like even breathing a sentence of it. But it's like Ghostbusters 2 is like a fun sequel. I'm sorry, it's the same story, but I still like the movie.
You know she's naked under that toga.
It makes you feel good. Better late than never. Titanic show arrived. Better late than never. And Cheech Marine's in it for no reason.
Yeah, it was a fucking Cheech. Yeah.
I wonder if they gave him some Chicano art to be in that for a second. He's a big collector of Chicano art.
Although I did love Wayne's World 2 as a kid, and I watched that as an adult, and I'm like, ugh.
Wayne's World 2 is not very good. I know that.
No.
It's got its moments. That's about it.
There's a couple, like the Jim Morrison stuff is fun. A lot of the stuff that they do with the Doors movie.
Yeah.
And
Follow the Naked Indian.
Chris Farley out there chasing the tennis balls is funny. Getting hit with them. And that's it. The first one's, I love the first one. But anyway.
What was it?
Sensuous Cindy.
No, the Beatles.
Shitty Beatles.
The shitty Beatles. Are they any good? No, they suck.
Suck.
They suck.
So not just a clever name then.
Yeah, all right. And two, Mike Myers is such a fucking asshole in that movie that Amy Heckerling refused to work with him ever again.
I don't blame her.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck him. Mike Myers is like a fucking notorious asshole to work with in any of his movies. He's notorious for being just an asshole.
And who refused to work with me ever again?
The girl that directed Wayne's World.
Amy Heckerling.
Amy Heckerling.
Oh.
Like she said it was a nightmare working with him and she'll never do it again. Because they offered her the second one and she said, fuck no, I ain't doing that. And they offered her like a bunch of money and she still said, fuck you, no, I don't want
Clueless too.
Well, how are you supposed to direct?
I think so.
How are you supposed to direct a spoof off of a SNL skit that those two came up with on their own? Like
you just direct like anything
else. How are
else.
you going to tell Mike Myers and Daniel Carvey what to do when they came up with the characters?
You're directing the movie. Not, I mean, I don't know if you can direct Mike Myers. I think he just does whatever the hell he wants to do.
Yeah, you just have to be out of his way.
Daniel Carvey seems like a sweetheart by all accounts. So,
no, Daniel Carvey comes out on the top of anything because everyone loves Daniel Carvey.
Yeah. All right, Sensuous Cindy, 6 for me, 5 for Dick. Frank,
5.
5. Yeah, 5 seems more appropriate. It does.
5's appropriate. Yeah.
But the problem is, 6 is one I'm like,
It lulled. It really lulled in the middle. It was just like it was cool in the beginning, cool at the end. The middle was.
The ending is a 10. I'll give the ending a 10.
I don't often change my score after the review, but I will go to 5 simply because of the computer program your wife worked on. Hearing that again,
wrecks it. Yeah, it just.
It was such a setup for the end, though.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
As soon as he told me that, I was like, okay,
that's it. That's how it ends. Okay, I get it.
As soon as he told me that, as soon as he told me that, I was like, I know this is going to go at the end. Then
she's a cheating whore.
I wasn't shocked.
I don't know why they. I don't. It doesn't matter. Fuck it. It's like a vibrator at that point. It's not a real person. I don't care.
How can you say that about Jamie Presley?
Well, would it be any better if he went in there as Kathy Bates? Like that? Does that matter?
I'd probably laugh more. It'd be better acting.
Yeah, but
I don't think that role called for great acting.
Oh, hey, Kathy Bates makes anything work.
What, being sexy?
Oh, exactly.
What?
Huh?
About Schmidt.
Oh, About Misery. Oh my God! When she
talking about jail machines.
When she spills that soup on Jimmy Kahn's bedspread, she goes, "Look what you made me do!" That's so hot. Wearing that fucking tight
Catholic outfit.
That tight little Catholic nurse outfit.
Oh.
Cock a duty. Give me a big bag of effing pig feed.
So that would be a fun VR game for me. Is you're Jimmy Kahn in Misery and you have to escape?
That's a game. That would be that's pretty good. I wonder why they haven't done that yet, or maybe
you're like, hey, Annie.
I'm surprised they didn't make one for the original NES.
I want VR.
Amazing. Yeah,
get a nice 3D Kathy Bates.
And you're in her boudoir with Liberace's autograph picture and all the Misery books.
And you mess around with their knickknacks in the living room when you get out.
My penguin always points due east.
And today was not facing due east. You've been a very bad boy, haven't you?
I first couldn't figure out how you did it, and then I found your key. Oh, God, it's so good. In the book, though, she cuts his foot off.
No, she doesn't hobble him.
No, she cuts his foot off with an axe. That's why she has an axe in the picture.
And this is why you need to take Stephen King
Yes.
down a couple steps.
Yeah.
That guy did on the freeway.
Oh yeah. That's why Stephen King can never walk by a bus or a van he don't like.
He turns into E Honda from Street Fighter.
Ah! If you read the Dark Tower stories, though, Stephen King is saved from getting hit by a van by Roland and Jake. And Jake is ran over by the van, and Jake dies because the van kills Jake, doesn't hit Stephen King. Stephen King writes himself in the last Dark Tower book.
Yeah, his name is James Smith or something.
No, it's Stephen King. It's not even. He's not even pretending. It's Stephen King. It is him.
Yeah, no, but like he wrote the driver of the van who hit him into his script.
Yeah. It's the real guy that hit him. He's in the book too. Yeah.
As a
Fucked
simpleton
up.
who hits a guy.
I guess he
while
forgave
his dog.
him.
Yeah, who hits a guy while his dog distracted him going down the road.
Now, you know what?
Maybe
Stephen King was high on coke again. He was off the wagon. You don't tell that part of the story.
All right, let's get to our next episode.
All right, let's get out of here.
Do you have an outro, Frank?
You already played it, but if you want to play it,
fuck it, let's hear it again.
Yeah, I want to hear it again.
I want to hear him.
I do say something at the end, so that's worth it.
Oh yeah, go do it real nice.
Or is it this one? No, the next one I have some things to say during the recording.
Oh, good.
Benjamin Baker narrowly escaped his fantasy, while his fiancée explores her own sensual nature. A glimpse into the future of modern romance, for better or for worse, courtesy of the Twilight Zone.
Terrible sound production by the Twilight Zone.
This episode should have been more fun.
Yeah, it was kind of, it's kind of flat. Yeah, it's real flat. It's just not much to it.
That's why I gave it a 6. But there's a lot of.
It's a 5. Yeah, it's there's not much to it.
5s all around. Let's get
5s all around. It's 15.
Until next time. In the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Frank Links.
Ticket.
So long, Jamie Presley. Call me citizens.
Divorce your husband.
Oh, sorry, Dick.
Forrest Whitaker. Call me.
Bust out the 7 string.
7 string. I don't know why I like.
Hit it now.
I'm a redneck fella from Jacksonville. What's going on?
And St. Paul,
Gelato.
Orlando, Chicago,
Gelato.
Orlando.
He says gelato in one of his songs. I think on the album, the hot dog flavored water album.
Oh,
never listened to
Fred
it.
Durst.
Fred
I think you're
Durst.
talking about Jonathan Davis still.
No, not Jonathan.
I was
What's
already
that?
pissed out by then.
That terrible Korn song where he says the word something 55 times in it in the beginning. Something, somewhere, something.
Yeah.
We're gonna follow. Hey, something. He just keeps saying something over and over. I'm like, if you don't have lyrics, don't make a song.
Give me something to say. I don't know something.
Never let it. Got the life. That's what it is.
Got the life.
I don't mind that
the
song, but
life.
he says the word something 55 times in the beginning.
I like that song.
I mean, in the flesh, he goes, "Toronto mood."
Well,
Well, I mean, remember Twist? I mean, Twist has no words in it whatsoever except for Twist.
Twisted Transistor.
No, Twist.
Twist. Oh, yeah. Twist. Twist.
Yeah, that's all he said. And then
Yeah.
Rabbit the Rabbit?
Rabbit the Rabbit.
That video
who
game?
knows? It could be whatever you want, man. It doesn't say anything.
Here is the noise. I gotta look it up. It's bothering
I
me.
kind of like that song.
No, I like Korn. It doesn't. I
I'll
enjoy
find out.
Korn.
Oh, no.
Whatever the hell he wants it.
I guess it's right here. Coming Undone.
I have nothing against Korn, but it is fun to make fun of them.
Oh yeah, no, I'll make fun of anything. That's fine.
I've been enjoying the LP on record. I finally got the sound system all wired up and working. It is loud as shit.
Did you say Rob Zombie's new album was good?
Yeah, I listened to a few parts of it. It was not bad, but
Okay.
it wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't his
okay.
best stuff, but
He has
How do you feel about Ozzy Osbourne? Are you a fan or just indifferent, or you don't care?
I don't like him.
You don't like him?
he just sings into a modulator for 50 years.
He can barely talk. I don't know how he can sing, but
I think that's all he
can.
can do is sing. That's the only way you can communicate with him.
like I've never been a Black Sabbath fan, so I couldn't give a shit less about Ozzy Osbourne himself.
Can you pass me the gravy? Like at Thanksgiving, he has to sing, "Pass me the cranberry sauce."
Because otherwise, pass me the cranberry.
This turkey's not very
He's
moist.
not JFK. Goddamn, dude.
Oh my God,
Is that a guy closer to JFK than Ozzy?
Ozzy
We're going to the
Osbourne.
moon
He was a great man. Let me tell you something.
at the end of
Yeah.
this decade.
Remember Twilight Zone 1985 when I lived?
Oh God, that
And
episode.
they sent me back in time. I went to the future in replacing my great grandson who took the bullet for me.
I thought he was killed in '63.
He well, yeah, but according to the Twilight Zone episode, he swapped places with his like distant relative in the future
Now he lives in
because
2100 or something.
so fucking dumb. That episode made zero sense.
It was fine for half of it, but
Yeah,
the
no,
other half was nonsense.
It's just like, what? How does that even work? He is like, you can't.
Yeah, take a
No.
piss.
Do we need a small break or no?
Yeah, I got to pee.
Okay. Take a break.
Oh, stop treating me like a retarded child or something.
Good one.
Why don't you give me a name and a face?
That's a good one. I gotta watch that episode again.
You know, you're the only woman I know who looks as if underneath her clothes she wore clothes. You have all the grace and femininity of a high-buttoned shoe. Let's see if you can compensate for the fact that you're a passionless vegetable. You did! You did, you scouting female ape.
That's
Oh.
old. That's some good shit right there.
Those are some top quality Twilight Zone.
Is that a Ross Sirloin script?
Oh yeah, you can tell by the dialogue.
Oh yeah.
He loves when the characters make fun of each other.
Ugh, so good. That's some funny shit.
You gotta whisper first.
Everybody have a say. Stuff like that. Can't be too careful. Echo and the Bunny Man's another one I've been listening to nonstop.
I don't know what that is.
That's fine. It's the 80s.
Oh.
But I've been watching that. Did you see The Matrix? Oh, you didn't see the trailer.
Oh, I don't watch trailers.
The Matrix 4 trailer has a rendition of White Rabbit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like super technoized and
Of course it is.
like really like they essentially blow up the song to be 50 times more epic. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like when you go to YouTube and you put in epic music for 2 hours, and these guys make those epic soundtracks, like just ridiculous, over the top music that would never fit in anything structurally speaking in a film or a video game, but they used to do it. Anything. It's basically that.
Feed your head.
Exactly.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
go. Batman?
Yeah, it's close. Here, let me see. We should share it. Look it up. Just put in White Rabbit and then skip to the end of the last 30 seconds of the song.
I can't play it on here.
Oh, I thought we weren't live. We were recording. We're just live, but we're not streamed. I guess it doesn't matter. Huh?
Anytime we're on here,
You
and
can
it says live right here.
Shit.
Any songs will get us booted. Where is the? Oh, here it is. Be right back.
I didn't want it this way. No, somebody, please. Anybody, won't somebody listen to me?
You don't know. You don't have any idea. And you were doing so well, Helen. You were starting to remember things.
Helen.
Because then I wouldn't have the fun of carrying you. And you'd get yourself a young boyfriend.
I'm serious. You could do it, couldn't you?
Well, perhaps, but... No, Jenny, I mustn't do it.
Why?
What, Jenny? Put my finger in you, Jenny.
What?
That's some sick shit.
This, Frank.
Because then I wouldn't have the fun of carrying you. And you'd get yourself a young boyfriend.
I'm serious. You could do it, couldn't you?
Well, perhaps, but... No, Jenny, I mustn't do it.
Why?
Why?
Got an echo there.
Almost like a corn song.
Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound.
All right. Shall we?
Shall we do the episode?
Of course you got an audio problem when nothing changed. Of course you do.
No.
What? Who's got an audio problem?
Nobody. We're good. Dick's off camera, but whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cool,
I'll be back in a minute.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We're recording now. No big deal.
Oh, we're recording. I knew that.
I didn't hear any echo from him.
5, 6, 7.
We're traveling to another dimension.
When I die, I want to be high. Never worry, just bury me along with my currency.
You're entering the Twilight Zone.
Hey, yo. Okay, roll it again.
You're entering LIW The Twilight Zone review.
Yeah.
Portrait of Matthew McGreedy, a man who looks in the mirror and sees a decent, upstanding citizen. But appearances can be deceiving, and tonight, Matt's about to get a reality check at an intersection known as the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, so this episode this episode is either the most racist thing I've ever seen.
I know.
or it's the most, like, they tried really hard to do something and it just fails miserably.
It's the first Jordan Peele episode.
Yeah. Like,
well, here's the problem. Why none of the racist stuff worked for me. A, he's not a racist. B, no. I don't give a fuck if that guy's white or black. I'm not. No. Let me in your car.
I know.
Getting the fuck out of there. I don't care.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's basically, oh, my life is turned upside down because I was afraid to get killed in the middle of the night. I'm sorry.
And if you're a black man walking in the rain in the middle of the city, of course white supremacists are going to come out of nowhere and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of get that part.
What?
That part's supposed to be ridiculous, I think.
No, I think that's
the whole episode hinges on the fact that he was racist toward a dude.
But he wasn't racist, yeah.
Yeah, but then at the end, his wife, the dead guy's wife, gives him a little bit of rope and he just hangs himself with it.
Right, yeah.
You would let him in if he was white?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, no, I wouldn't because I was scared shitless.
Yeah.
It could have been a midget. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to open the door for him.
If he would have never said, I know he was a professor, like right there, it's like you racist.
That was the bad one. Yeah. That was the moment where I was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
Look, if I knew he was a tenured professor and not some gang banging rapper.
He's still was black though.
But he's black.
Yeah.
Oh, he's black.
I feel like he wasn't being racist at all. He was just scared. But he let his friend talk him into it being a racial thing.
Yeah, I would say that's what it is.
He sits down and has a pint with his friend who's like, oh, it was a black dude? Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong.
Oh,
like,
black guy. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
You're like, but yo, he was black. So?
You're black.
Well, and then our main character has a couple lines there where he's like, I was just scared. Like, I didn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
I just drove off because it was a guy screaming and pounding on my door.
Yeah.
And it looked like a really ill-lit neighborhood.
Yeah.
Enough so the white supremacy gang's hanging around.
However, he did see what happened to him post him driving away. He did look in the rearview mirror and see him getting jumped by 3 dudes.
Yeah, at that point, honestly, sorry, bro. Not a black thing. Sorry. You're getting your ass kicked and there's 5 of them. What am I going to...
Yeah. What, am I going to jump in there and save you? I don't even know who you are.
The only way he did save him at the end was by almost running him over. If he didn't do a fucking action roll out of the road, he would have got ran over.
Yeah. Well, the whole show leading up to that moment where he starts turning into a black man, I was just like, oh my God, are they really going this far? Are they going to really, like, this white actor is in blackface? Are they going to go? And then thankfully they had a black actor playing the black character. But leading into that, I was like, oh my God.
I wanted Thomas Howell from Soul Man.
It was Soul Man-esque 100%. Go the full Miguel. And Forrest Whitaker pops out.
It's like right now
fucked up, isn't it?
It's like right now he's extremely Italian.
Was Forrest Whitaker in Soul Man?
Yeah. No, I don't.
I'm looking that up. I think
he was in Soul Plane. I think.
No,
he wasn't that stupid.
He was in Fast Times, right?
He's in Fast Times. He might have been. I don't know. I'm looking it up right now.
I don't think he was.
He was in Phenomenon.
Ray Don Chong's in it.
I can look him up right now. I have it.
James Earl Jones is in it. Leslie Nielsen is in it.
In what?
In Soul Man.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Fast Times, Vision Quest, Amazing Stories, Color of Money. Yeah, no Soul Man.
Damn it.
Phenomenon.
Yeah, he's also in Species.
MC Gainey.
Yeah. Oh, he's also in Phenomenon.
I feel like Nicolas Cage would remake that movie and be the John Travolta character.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. It hits his lightning hits him so hard that his face is the lightning took my face off. It's crazy.
Oh, I didn't know.
I've watched a lot of Nick Cage movies lately. I've been going down the list of what I can watch on Prime.
I didn't know C. Thomas Howell and Ray Don Chong got married after this movie. Soul Man, they met and married, and they got divorced.
Lovely fucking story.
Did she get the blackface in the divorce? I don't know.
She got the shoe polish.
Tim Robbins was cast in the lead, but dropped out when filming of Howard the Duck went over schedule. Probably a good thing.
Oh yeah, because C. Thomas Howell's career has not taken off. He's doing
he works, but
he's doing movies for the Asylum every year.
Well, Ralph Macchio turned down the role.
Good.
So, I mean, look at Ralph Macchio's career. I think C. Thomas Howell's got a better career than Ralph Macchio.
Not now.
Well, because that stupid show.
Yeah.
What, Cobra Kai?
Yeah,
hey,
Cobra Kai.
He played the long game. He's getting his money now.
They're not going to do a reimagining of My Cousin Vinny.
No, and they're not going to do a remake of.
Well,
what was the movie? They're both in a movie together. The Coppola movie.
Oh, Outsiders.
Outsiders. They're both in that movie.
Yeah, that's right. He's Pony Boy and he's the other guy.
Man, I did a 6 degrees right there.
Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Okay, so
Nick Cage?
No,
Ralph Macchio.
No, Nick Cage is not in that one. He's in the other Coppola movies at that time.
Yeah, Nick Cage is not in The Outsider. That's kind of surprising.
I mean, Nick Cage is a Coppola. So
I know, yeah. He's
not in that one.
He's not in that one, though.
So, okay. This episode, I had the exact same feeling you did, where he doesn't save the guy. He shows up at the house, and he's all frazzled, and he's like, oh, this guy got, he's explaining it to his wife, and she's like, maybe he's a carjacker. He's like, do you know that? He's like, almost like, oh, that'll give me a pass. He's like, do you know that?
The fact that he felt guilty before he knew anything about him just said enough to, warrant that he wasn't a racist.
Well, yeah, but that's the whole thing. Like, this is like the most, it's like modern day era.
Everybody around him turned it into a race, and he didn't.
Yeah.
He was just being himself.
Yeah.
He was being a guy in a car in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
And some guy starts pounding, let me in your car.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a 6-year-old white kid. I'm not letting that fucker in, because when people find out, obviously bad guys know you're going to let them in the car if you think, you know, if they think you're in trouble.
Yeah,
they're in trouble. This is how like Ted Bundy got people, right? There's that Ted Bundy or the other one that would pretend to be injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's serial killers do that shit. I don't care which one. Doesn't matter.
You sorry,
yeah, Ted Bundy.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, okay.
You get the idea. Serial killers do that shit. Bad guys do that shit. They find out how to get in your car any means possible.
Yeah, because there's this one road up in northwestern, or I guess it would be southwestern Canada.
We're gonna get a sad story, aren't we?
Well, yeah, it's called the Trail of Tears for something. There's like 40 women. Yeah, it's like where the women like it's like the indigenous population there. They hitchhike normally to get to the coast to work for like a season, and then they go back and forth, and they hitchhike to do it because they're so poor. So like serial killers go up there and they prey on these women and they kind of rape them and kill them and dump them off the side of the highway.
Oh yeah.
There's not just one that does it because it's been going on for like 30 fucking years.
Yeah, I know nothing about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look it up.
No, I mean,
or the Highway of Tears.
The joke is that I'm the killer.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was Ted Bundy, by the way. I looked it up.
Yeah, no, it was.
But do you know what I'm talking about there, Dick? I mean,
yeah, no, I did. It's in. Is it in Canada or Jersey?
It's Canada, yeah.
Is it Canada? Okay. No, Jersey had that stretch where those girls got murdered. They found all those bodies along the highway in Jersey.
Oh yeah. Route 9. Yeah.
That happened.
It was a 14-mile stretch between a motel and Atlantic City.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they were all sex workers.
They were prostitutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know how easy it is to find a prostitute in Atlantic City? For Christ's sake. Oh, it's just it's the easiest thing in the fucking world.
I saw Leaving Las Vegas.
They're everywhere.
I saw Leaving Las Vegas.
All you gotta do is be at a table for more than 10 minutes. They'll find you.
That's it?
Yeah. You ever figure you have money if you're there for 10 minutes?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Tanya. I'm sure that's your name, bitch.
Are you here for the convention?
Okay, so when he shows up and he has the cut in his forehead, and she's like, "You must have slammed your head in the steering wheel." And he's like, "No." She's like, "He must have hit you." And he's like, "No." I was like, "Okay, he's gonna start getting the victim's injuries."
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, are they gonna? My note is, "Oh my god, are they gonna make him black?" And
I was shocked.
It started happening. I'm like, "Oh, they're doing it.
They're going that far.
They're
going for it. Holy shit, they're going for it."
I'm just glad they made him like actually the black dude at the end there because if it was a total blackface, I would have been like, "Oh, Christ."
Oh yeah, it was
blew in an afro to that guy's head.
I would have laughed, but it would not have been good.
I mean, he was getting extremely dark at the transition there.
Yeah,
I want to see that the script supervisor sheet where it says like the 3 shades darker in this scene. All right, we need the darker shoe polish to slap on this guy's face here. No, darker. According to my notes, it was darker. This should match up properly.
This was Wesley Snipes dark.
Darkness.
Darkness.
We started off Drake, and now we're down to like Don Cheadle.
Yes. We're going into Lawrence Fishburne territory.
You mean Larry Fishburne?
Larry.
Lawrence.
Hello, Lawrence.
He was Larry Fishburne in King of New York.
Yeah, no, he was, yeah.
And
Larry
Fishburne. He's like 15. But yeah, he the next morning he sleeps to the late hour of 8:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
Scolds his wife.
I'm so happy when David Caruso was killed in the movie.
Oh, that's the best part of the movie, I think.
Yeah, when Chris Brown's like, hey, you.
Hey, you.
He had a funeral.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, you haven't seen that one, have
No.
Phoenix. Yeah, you gotta watch it. That's
Dude, it's fucking bad shit awful.
No, I love King of New York. It's a great movie.
It's terrible, but it's really worth watching.
Well, Abel Ferrara directed it. He's a hardcore. He directed Bad Lieutenant, the original one with Harvey Keitel.
Filthy filmmaker.
Oh, he's dirty. Yeah, he's real dirty. He's so dirty. He's just dirty.
He wakes up and he goes outside and he checks the paper. I thought it was going to be he's going to turn the news story when he gets home, and it's already going to be local hero dies in the ditches. White man flees, like something like that.
White man.
Yeah, guilty white man flees. He should really feel sorry for himself,
because this guy was a professor.
But instead, he checks the newspaper and it says like third hate crime this week. Local professor killed by.
Yeah, but why does the professor go after him for guilt? Shouldn't he go after the 3 white skinheads that killed him?
Well, you
for guilt?
think so? Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Wouldn't they learn a more valuable lesson?
They're not going to learn a lesson. I think he's like, you know what? I got one chance to make this right.
Yeah, so let's make the non-racist go through the fucking trials and tribulations of the black man instead of the skinhead. Yeah.
Well, the movie did
he's the one
like,
that needs to learn the lesson, not the skinhead.
I think Moreau had to go through that.
Yeah, exactly. We have 23 minutes to tell our story. We can't do 5 dudes learning a racial lesson. That's going to take way too much. It took American History X 2 hours to tell that story. We're not going to do that. So
in the end, they still didn't learn it.
Edward Norton did.
He learned it within 5 minutes of the fucking movie.
Edward Furlong didn't learn his lesson.
Edward Furlong was about to learn, and he gets his fucking chest shot in, and he dies like he dies like what's his name in Full Metal Jacket, D'Onofrio.
Oh yeah.
And there's a continuity error right there because he's holding his paper, his American History X paper, and he gets shot, and it flies out of his hand, and he lands against the wall in the toilet, and it's in his hand again. I was like, no. That's a great Stacy Keach role.
Yes, it is.
Love it.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a tough one to watch.
I'm calling out continuity errors. I clearly love it.
Which one?
American History X.
Okay.
So then he goes to work the next day, and he's walking in, and the camera's behind him, and everyone's going, oh, and they're all looking away. And I'm like, oh my God, they're doing it.
So it's exactly what I thought. Like, oh my God, he's in blackface.
I'm like, show it. And finally, that last lady he arrives at is like, here's this. Hands him something. And he's like, thank you, work talk, work talk. And she's like, get a tan? What are you talking about? Look. And she hands him the makeup thing. I got to show it, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, let me find it real quick. Okay, here it is.
Like, see, this is how dark my dad would get when he would, fall asleep out in the pool for fucking 8 hours. He would never fucking burn. He would just tan like this with his guinea skin.
Oh, I also love this scene where he looks at the newspaper and his neighbor's just like, sports jargon, sports jargon, sports jargon. Do you believe the sports ball jargon?
Oh, man, sports jargon's hard.
It's so hard. You throw the ball, you catch the ball. These people down there pay millions, and for what? To drop balls? I tell you, man, it was pathetic.
It just keeps going.
That sounds like every Monday in Philly after an Eagles game.
Yeah, exactly. Our quarterbacks, the Monday morning quarterbacks too.
Or in Minneapolis,
I think this guy was one of the 5 guys who beat that guy to death.
Yeah.
He just slaps on a wig and goes to coffee in the morning.
I love my lattes and I hate blacks.
Oh, my coffee dark and my people white.
I like my coffee.
How would you like your coffee? As white as fucking possible.
I like my coffee black and my race is white. And separate.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
Here's the various shades of this.
I don't mix milk with my coffee.
Take a look.
This is the most Midwestern woman I've ever seen.
Boy, there, honey, you have some blemishes on your skin.
I'm from Dakota.
Look at this.
He's like so Guido
bad.
Orange.
Yeah, he's Guido Orange.
So bad. It's the fucking Mike the Situation.
Yeah, he's Jersey Shore Orange.
Yeah, oh my God, so bad.
But then he goes to the doctor, and he is shoe polish black.
His hair's nappy as shit too.
Well, it's starting to get. Look at that.
They're starting to spike it out.
Yeah,
that is so terrible.
This is
so bad.
This is pretty much this is blackface as you're going to get.
Yeah, it's just
it's
pretty bad.
I've had a lot of half black friends. None of them have looked like that.
No.
I just don't know why they did this.
It looks like he was a chimney sweep.
At least it's consistent. Like, it doesn't stop a quarter inch before the lip and eyes. You know, they went
Yeah,
all
but
the way.
the thing is, when he becomes the black man's lighter than this.
That's true. He really is, and that's what. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
And here's the thing: when you look at this guy, it's clearly a white guy. I'm not going to be fooled.
Black dudes don't have butt chins like that.
Okay.
Do they?
And then he shows up, and he's lighter here. When he gets in the car, he's lighter again.
It's in the dark. How can you tell?
Watch.
Oh, because you can see him.
Yeah, he's way lighter.
Well, you got to see him still.
That's funny.
You know?
That's fucking. That's just
what do you want to do? Only smile?
This is the best part. When he comes home to his racist wife.
Here, take anything. Just don't rape me.
Don't hurt me, you black man.
She's so racist. Okay, when I said the friend was the most racist person, no, I'm going to take that back and say the dog was.
Yes.
The dog was racist toward
The
him.
German Shepherd, you mean? Yeah, they hate black people.
He's lighter.
Yeah.
And
He's
he
way,
has
way lighter. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. It's like, oh my god.
Oh man! But then she's like, "Get out of here, non-white man! Get out of here!"
Yeah.
Like she wasn't alarmed someone's in her house. She was alarmed that he was black.
Yes.
She's
That,
terrified.
Yeah. It's not good.
It was so bad, dude. Like it was like Jesus Christ. And he doesn't look like just looks like a normal black dude. I don't know. He doesn't look like a thuggish dude. Like,
well, he's in a nice, he's got a nice outfit on.
He's dressed up. Like,
yeah,
he's a professor. He's dressed up. He's got a nice suit.
I mean, his goatee is tight. You know?
Yeah. But I get the fact that he's in her house and she should be a little alarmed, but not like
He looks. You know what he looks like? He looks like the dude from Speed who Keanu Reeves steals his car.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he does look like
Your
that.
car have insurance? Yeah, man. Why?
And then he goes to the islands in the boat and crashes in his new boat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, not again.
Oh man,
Come on.
And he's in Showgirls.
That's what I was gonna get to. Yeah.
That's the only 3 movies he ever was in. Was those 3 movies?
Was he the dude who took fucking Saved by the Bell to eat a cheeseburger?
Yes.
That was the worst scene I've ever seen in the movies. Like this bitch has never had a cheeseburger her whole life.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what a cheeseburger tastes like? Really, bitch from the Midwest?
Fucking dumb whore.
Like, didn't you work on a farm? You grew up on a farm.
What happens next? Oh, the dog, the German Shepherd.
Yeah, attacks him and runs after him. He almost kills him.
The dog is just like, oh man, I can't get over this dog.
Well, German Shepherds are extremely protective. I mean, there's a stranger in the house. That's it.
Yeah, right.
And well, there's a black stranger in the house, and therefore the dog's activated. Look at this shit.
Well, you know, stereotype.
Whites only. Get out, you.
Beautiful saddleback German Shepherd, by the way.
Just like these walls, we want whites in here.
Best dog I ever had was exactly that color.
Oh, now you're turning racist. Okay.
White?
No, the German Shepherd.
I see your shades of kills now, Frank.
I had a West German Shepherd. Well, West German Shepherd was all black, uncontrollable as fuck. I hated that dog.
Yeah. And then we get a series of great scenes where he flees in the car. The neighbor pulls a gun on him.
I beat the shit out of that dog at least twice, and he just never.
This is where the episode goes off the rails because it is just everybody's full on racism is on display for everyone to see.
And you know who was the most racist? The black people. Just want to point that out.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Just want to say it because, yes, they are.
I'm gonna go with the hotel guy.
Hey, he was doing his job asking for ID. Okay, that was not. He was not.
He gave him like 400 cash. He's like, yeah, still
I
ID.
still needed an ID
because the neighbor shoots at him. He pulls a fucking gun and fires at him.
Yeah,
and he's about ready to pull it again, but he almost backs.
The way he acted when he shot at him was hysterical. Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh no! Yeah. And then, so he has a history of almost running over people going in reverse. Then he leaves and he goes to the hotel, and then he gets inside and he tries to get the room. The guy's like, we need ID. And he's like, hands him a white man's ID. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, that's not going to work. Cash. He's like, still need an ID.
Still need ID.
Tries to bribe him. Yeah, I still need ID, man. Fuck it. He leaves, and the cops are towing his car already.
Oh, God. It's so funny.
If they thought that car was being driven by the guy someone just shot at and said broke into a house, they're not even going to check inside the building.
Yeah.
Worst cops ever.
It's ridiculous. This whole...
He went out the back.
This so
didn't even check.
I don't know what... It's just...
We got the car. That's all that matters.
It's kind of embarrassing, this episode. It's borderline embarrassing. And it's just like, wow, they just...
It's borderline a lot of things.
They went that far with it. You're just like, wow, why?
And then towards the end, the white man redeems himself, sorta.
Well, that doesn't make any sense either.
He tries to get a cab and he can't, and then he sits down on the bench and the cops roll by like.
No,
and they didn't recognize him because they all look the same.
That's the best part. Was that he's trying to hail a cab, and the other black guy walks by. It happens every time. It's like, what? What are they all, Danny Glover?
Welcome to the struggle, son.
Welcome to New York City. They won't give you a cat because all the Arabs are racist.
My next note is, why is this happening?
Yeah, there's no point for it because it's just like
sit on the bench, and I'm like, what is this guy supposed to learn to not value his life and just let people screaming at his window inside the car?
Yeah,
I don't care if he was Asian.
I don't care who. Yeah, I'm not getting out of my car because how do I know that guy didn't deserve to get beaten to death?
I don't care if Frank rolls up on my window, pounding in the window like that.
Oh no, he's all
rain.
long
I'm not
gone.
letting you in, dude. I'm
in the dust. Yeah, 50 miles an hour the other direction, easy.
Yeah, but
sorry, Frankie, I go.
But nothing. The best way to persuade somebody to let you in your car is not to, basically try to break your way into their car as you're,
You needed to go to the other side of the car, and so the driver could see, and like, fucking look. Now let me like. I mean, he's panicking that moment. I get it, but like, that's the only. Then you don't give a shit what race they are. This guy wouldn't, at least the 5 dudes would, but they have an agenda, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the thing. If it would have been the racist guys that beat him, and they go through the change, that would have made way more sense.
That's what I said.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Yeah, you're right. Like that would have been a better episode.
It would have made more sense. Like,
well, this one is just like, oh, it's white man's guilt because
at least whoever, I'll give it this, at least whoever wrote this episode kind of had the TZ mindset in mind when he wrote it.
Yeah,
where somebody had to learn a lesson. I got it, right? But they picked the wrong guy to learn the lesson.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like if you're doing, it's like the movie, instead of Vic Moreau, it's the guy that died in The Thing. He's going to have the racist part happen to him.
The guy who wrote this episode was a producer on Next Generation and Deep Space Nine and this show.
Oh, Rene Escavara?
Ira Stephen Bear.
Iron Stephen Bear. Oh, that's right. He's the other
got a purple goatee here.
Yeah, that's Iron Stephen Bear. Yeah, that's right. He's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good writer. His DS9 stuff's good. This episode, not so much.
Yeah, he did all the episodes of this. And Dark Angel.
Oh, yeah.
And he wrote 4 episodes of this. He did It's Still a Good Life and Executions of Grady Finch. So we've seen both of those. Chosen we have not done.
He's produced the show, too. He's a producer on the show.
Yeah. Oh, Jake Busey.
Oh yes.
Hunka.
Enough from Contact.
He's not in Contact, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he in Contact? I don't remember him in Contact.
He's the guy that blew up the public whatever they called that machine.
Oh, he's like the religious nut guy that blew. Okay.
The first one that Jodie Foster just happens to have a copy of, or someone.
Oh my
God! I have to have one.
I haven't seen that movie in 20 years. I forgot about that.
I remember hating it. That's all I remember.
I remember she goes into space and there's 25 minutes of static.
And then nothing happens because she didn't actually go.
There was like 13 hours of static.
That's what it was. Yeah. She was gone for approximately 13 hours.
But she didn't go anywhere as far as we were concerned.
Yeah. But then they said, well, the tape has 13 hours of static.
Yeah, that's also very interesting.
Bow, bow, down. Hey
Well,
there,
it was written by Carl Sagan, so you know.
hey there, really.
Billions.
Matthew McConaughey is the priest in that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey there, really. You gonna go into space now?
I said he was the movie's drug dealer when I did my review for that movie. Only reason
Did Jodie Foster and Matthew McConaughey have a accent?
Accent?
They both accent because they both sound kind of the same.
What's
Dr.
you-
Lecter,
what's
Dr.
you-
Lecter.
What's you turn that high perception mirror on yourself?
I want to turn that on yourself, Dr. Lecter.
That's how I found out what Occam's razor means.
He said I could smell your cunt. What did Multiple Mix say to you? He hissed at you. What did he say? He said I could smell your cunt. Ah, I cannot. You sometimes wear laddie-ton, but not today. That was Silence of the Lambs, Frank.
Yeah, I think you got that.
You see that one? You saw that movie, right? Yeah.
I think everyone's seen that.
You sometimes wear laddie-ton.
Would you fuck me?
But
I'd
not
fuck
today.
me.
Yeah.
I'd fuck me so hard.
Fuck so hard.
Oh my God, he's in Big Sky. Ted Levine.
He's in a lot of stuff. That Ted Levine works. He's in Monk, for God's sakes.
Yeah. He's old
I
in Big
hate that
Sky.
show. I hate that show.
You don't like Monk, huh?
No.
No, it's not.
Everybody
so
seems to love that show.
stupid.
I've seen maybe one episode. I was like, yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch cable.
I personally liked Wings better with him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Wings was
Tony
funny.
Shalhoub was better as a side character.
Yeah, not as a lead. He just can't carry it.
The show I hate. I don't mind Monk. I watch it. It's not for me. But I just do not understand what people are laughing at with How I Met Your Mother. I'm like, where? I don't know what you're laughing at. I watched my friend and his parents and all their siblings and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what you're laughing. Like, I don't get it.
Well, Big Bang too. I don't get it.
I hate that fucking show.
I felt like I was on a fucking different planet when I did that show for a day. Like I was in the set, the comic book store set, and listening to the laughter from the audience because it was taped, live. They taped it with a live audience, and they were roaring with laughter. Like that was not made up canned laughter. That was real laughter.
What?
And I was just like
in an episode.
Yeah, I did my extra one. It's the one with Will Wheaton's in it.
Are you gonna watch it?
You can only see my behind. My back is to the camera.
Ooh,
I'm in the comic book store with cargo shorts and a polo shirt, and I'm reading comics, and they're talking about the Game of Thrones sword.
But at least
Which one?
When I watch that show, I'm like, I don't think it's funny, but I get what the jokes are, where they are.
No.
When I watch How I Met Your Mother, I'm like, I don't know that was a joke, and I'm hearing laughter, but
all the sitcoms are like that.
They didn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't understand sitcoms.
It doesn't even follow the sitcom formula. Like they don't they're saying just serious things like, oh, we can go to the store. I'm like, what?
I really enjoy Two Broke Girls though.
There's two reasons to enjoy Two Broke Girls. Titty A and Titty B.
See, at least that's what I'm talking about, Frank. That Two Broke Girls is on there with Big Bang Theory for me, where I'm like, it's not for me. I don't think it's funny.
No,
I understand.
Missy loves it. I hate it.
I did a day. I did a day on the Whitney show. That's right, because I almost ran her down. I was coming around the corner, and Whitney Cummings came, and we almost slammed into each other.
You should have killed that bitch.
And it was before Two Broke Girls, because she basically
the only reason I said that, I only said that because of a video Phoenix did.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd never know that show existed.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings or whatever her name is.
I thought she did that Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23.
I think she did.
Did she?
I think she did a lot of shows. She wrote for a lot of shows. She made a lot of money. She got rich.
She's doing contraceptive for female contraceptive commercials now.
Well, she does her own. She had a podcast. I know that.
Yeah. Anyway, he shows up at the dead guy's house. And then,
that's right. We're still talking about this episode.
Obviously, the guy's freaking out. He's like, "You look just, oh my God, you're a lot." And he's like, "No, I'm not him. I'm a white dude."
No, let's.
I
No,
can be
hey,
trusted
bro,
out here. I'm white.
I'm white, bro. Don't worry about me.
I
Look
have
at my
a white
license.
heart. Okay, I have a white heart. Don't call the cops. I get it, but
I don't have a monkey heart.
But he's just like, all right, it's cool. Can I talk to the woman in the house? And he's like, why? And he's like, I just want to explain myself to her. I just think it'd be a good idea. And he's like, why? And he's like, I don't want to get into it. And then he gets into the whole fucking thing.
Well, and that's the other thing. Why? Like, why do you think that's going to solve the problem? It's not. You're not going to get. You're not going to turn into your white self.
All I can think about is my favorite episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's called The Gang Turns Black, where they get electrocuted while making fun of the Wiz, and they turn black, and they have to spend the rest of the episode, and they keep saying, like, what are the rules? They're trying to figure out if it's like a quantum leap thing, or if there's like they made fun of black people, so they're trying to learn their lesson. And that's what this felt like, where the guy's just like out of nowhere, like, I'll go talk to the widow. It's like, why did you get that idea?
No, speaking of Quantum Leap, Scott Bakula is in talks to bring Quantum Leap back now.
Oh,
because they've brought back every other fucking show. Let's bring
MacGyver's
that one
back.
back. Let's bring back Quantum Leap as a streaming show.
Fantasy Island's back again. After they made a Radar movie for some reason.
You muted yourself, Frank.
You might have done that on purpose.
Did you fart? You're always listening for something. I think he hears something.
Oh. When I die, I want to be... Okay.
So, yeah, okay. So, the wife basically says, if he was white, would you help him? Would you have helped him? You look just like him. And I guess you're not him. I would have been like, the wife was hot. I'd be like, honey, I'm back. Let's start over. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's hotter than his wife.
Oh, big time. Oh, look at she's fucking gorgeous.
Oh yeah,
she's hot. Way better looking than the other one.
He was standing right.
I want to.
I am. You're right. I am your husband. Yeah.
If my husband had been a white man,
white,
would you have helped him?
And I hate to break it to you, his glossy face looks pretty white in this.
I'm sorry, mister. There's nothing I can do for you.
I love that they shut the door on him and like, all right, bye. And he shuts
Get the fuck off my porch.
He shuts the light off on him.
Motherfucker, get the fuck off my porch.
Oh, please don't do the voice.
No, I'm not. I'm the other guy's voice.
I know. Oh, and then he leaves the house. He goes and he's like, I'm going to go hang out in a dark alleyway.
And then
obviously the skinheads are lurking out there. Yeah. Hey, boy. They even say that. I'm like,
that's why it doesn't make any sense because, okay, so he's the white guy, and then he turns back into the black guy because they go back in time and he saves them.
One of my notes is
that's not the same guy, is it?
Yes.
Beat by skinheads. Time loop makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense because he saves them in the alternate version, which is the end of the episode. So is the white guy not the black guy anymore?
It's like time isn't starting over. It's like folded on itself.
Weird. It doesn't make it because they don't even make an attempt to make it look like they fold over or something. It's just the white guy's in the driver's seat, the black guy's in the passenger seat. Thanks for rescuing me. Why'd you rescue me this time? And it's like, well, who's talking? The white guy to the white guy?
Nonsense.
So the white guy saves
and then
the
what
white
happens?
guy.
And then what happens from now on? Do like they start a sitcom together and they move in like Balky and
yeah. I think what happens is after he leaves the house, time resets where it's so dumb.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
No,
make any
this
sense.
is the part. This is the only part. What I mean by this is after he talks to the wife, then he goes in the alleyway and goes back in time. That's the only way this can make sense.
Yeah,
and
but
then he gets chased by the skinheads. They don't show that, but that's the only way it makes sense.
He's conscious of what happened though, because he tells the white guy, "Why did you save me this time?" or whatever. He acknowledges the fact that he is the white guy still.
No, he didn't say this time. He just said, "Why'd you save me?"
He said, "Why'd you come back?" Because he meant like, "Why'd you leave and then come back?" Like literally back
right?
up.
Yeah. But
That's
still,
what he meant by that.
well, they don't have any like. They should have had a visual where like they kind of like wall, 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 and then like shit. Like Star Trek did it in the '60s. Why couldn't they do it in the fucking '02s?
Or that episode
Star
we did
Trek
last
had hours, an hour.
the
and they
last
had to
week
have-
where he turns
It
into
could have been 5
Gary Cole.
seconds. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, I'm alive now.
I bet if I touch myself in front of my wife, you'll come back.
Oh, by the way, do you
have my
have a
memories.
computer program of two dykes eat each other out that I can watch? And
Like
Forrest
I said,
Whitaker
man,
shows up.
They picked their own guy to punish.
Here's the skin.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. Yeah, so what happens at the end, the very end here? Skinheads come.
Good luck, boy.
Ugh.
Listen, I'm not looking for any trouble.
Guess what? Found some anyway.
It's the fucking.
That is an
street-
hyperly active man right there. Her angry man. Like,
What you doing here?
About 4.
Boyo.
He chases him out in the
actually-
street. He pounds on the window.
Help
And
me.
the white dude's just as terrified as he was the first time. Drives off a little bit, slams on the brakes, backs up. And I love this shot of him backing up because. Okay.
Now, wouldn't it be funny if he backed up too fast and he
I
runs
thought
over the
he was
black
going
guy?
to kill him.
that's really what I
Kills
thought too.
himself, and that's how they fix the
Look at that.
timeline.
If you didn't do an action roll right here,
Yeah.
dude's dead. The car would have ran him over. He lets him in. There's action music. That's right. Like,
Thank you.
Did anybody ever tell you like Corendemic?
You just saved yourself 2 days of changing into me.
Awkward blackface. You don't got to go through that awkward blackface moment.
you just
You
walk
walk through
so much money in shoe polish.
That's so bad. Is this a joke? Are you making a reference to Truffaut or what's his name, the Prime Minister of Canada, Trudeau? Are you playing Trudeau here? What's going on in your blackface?
What?
This episode fucking. Oh. Why do the time travel thing? I thought it was just going to be they swap and the white guy still leaves him. At this time, he's the black dude and he gets killed.
Well, yeah, that's why it doesn't make any sense.
But instead, they swap again. We don't notice. So we're just like, who's who now?
Yeah.
Lost me here.
It's fucking dumb.
It was just to prove a point.
But I will say, still didn't hate this episode. It's okay. Like, I don't get offended by these episodes.
At
I'm
least
just
there
like,
was
oh,
meat
dumb.
to sink into. There
Yeah,
was
they
decisions I
tried.
wouldn't. Yeah, there was decisions they did I wouldn't have done, but I get it. And I guess back in 2002, this was a bit edgy for the time.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not even edgy. It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make
Well,
sense.
in
They
2002, people were not talking about race like this. This was really on the tongue. Like,
No,
this is what you said. This is what you said. Your white friends and all, but
they've been doing this since way before this. Because there's a little movie called White Man's Burden in 1994, John Travolta movie where it's a race reversal movie.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this for 30 fucking years.
We're talking about
40 fucking
TV.
years.
Like, I know what Frank. I know what he means. Like the TV episodes, like the anthology ones at this time, weren't really doing this. They were
No.
trying to play it safe, like right down the line when you're watching this shit.
And
Even
if
the
you
other
go-
Twilight episodes are narrow. Like, we'll play it safe. We don't want to get in trouble.
yeah.
Well, in the 40s and the
And-
50s or 60s, there's a movie called with Brooks. What's his name? James Whitmore. He played a reporter who blackfaced himself to go to the South to write about how
totally
white
different
men.
time. Totally different time, dude.
Yeah, but it was the 60s. It's the same idea.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have
been
done
talking
that in
about this.
2002 is my point.
But they did. They did it with this episode.
That's what we're saying. That I can't name. I've watched. How many have we watched for this? They're all like super safe and like romantic, and they look like commercials. a lot.
DS9 did some episodes that were kind of
Oh,
like this. that
will
were
you
similar.
stop sucking that shitty show?
Excuse me. No.
It's
That
a,
show was ahead
it-
of its time.
it's a Star Trek fucking series with a fucking place that doesn't go anywhere. It's a space station. Who gives a shit?
Again,
have a
ignorant,
drink.
Ignorant. Why don't you go let a black man die for no reason because you're
There's
afraid?
no captain of the space station, is there?
Yeah, Captain Benjamin Sisko.
Just for that, Frank, you're
Who
going to go
was
up there to the
black?
space station and you're going to learn your lesson.
Of course, he was black because
DS9.
his spaceship went nowhere.
DS9 was the only show in history where a black father was a great role model, and nobody talks about it.
It's because it was no ship; it was a space station.
That has nothing to do with it.
He was the captain of a Quickie Mart.
And he got a ship called the Defiant. So there was a ship later in the show.
Fill my fucking tank up, Captain.
I've literally never seen a second of it.
No.
DS9 is a solid show.
And then you get the other one that has a
I
chick
like
as
it.
a
I might
cat.
like it more than
Sorry.
Next Generation.
Yes, I have seen it. I thought we were talking, for some reason, I thought we were talking about that other show.
Babylon 5.
And then you get the fucking bar
Babylon 5
rat,
is really good.
Quark or whatever with the big ears.
Yeah, the Ferengi.
I like
Space
Deep Space Nine.
Jews.
It's fine. That's the biggest compliment. Like I haven't seen enough of it.
Frank's gonna wake up tomorrow.
Why has there never been a Spaceship Nine
Frank's
movie?
gonna wake up tomorrow and his ears are gonna be big. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm on a space station and I'm a Ferengi."
How many Star Trek movies did they make with Starship Nine in it?
Starship Nine,
Starship Nine,
Deep Space Nine,
Deep Space Nine, whatever.
Because there's Deep Space 1 through 9. It's a Bajoran. Technically, it's a Bajoran space station.
I don't. Shut up, Tick. All right, so outro.
No.
Sure.
Rating. The saying goes, you don't know a man until you've walked a mile in his shoes. Matt McGreevy went one better. He got to walk in another man's skin. A simple lesson in compassion.
No! He was just a free cat. The guy's his sin was being afraid for his life. And he didn't pull over to save somebody in the rain. Like, that's it.
And we've come back full circle to the beginning of the show.
Exactly. That's it. That's it's a loop of insanity.
It didn't feel like to me when she goes, "Would you have saved him if he was white?"
Yeah,
he was like, "No." He was like,
"It's like
really
you
thinking
racist
about
bitch."
it. He was thinking about it. He was like, "I didn't even think of like."
No,
because earlier when he's talking to his friend in the coffee shop, he's like, "I wasn't paying attention to the race. I was just scared. Someone's screaming at me. Let me in your car."
Yeah.
He didn't
that's
say anything
reasonable.
though. That's the thing. Like he was thinking about it. Like that's, I guess, a
Yeah.
good point. Or he was taken back by how racist she was.
Yeah.
He's like, "How do I answer this?" And she's like, "Yeah, I can't help you." And he's like, "Okay, I'll go hang out in Skinhead Alley over here."
I love you.
No, I was just fucking with you. It's totally me.
That's me. I love you, honey. Let's go to the room and bang.
Let's get a couple fucks out of the way, then we'll come back to this.
I'll go off to that corner where I get beaten to death by 3 skinheads.
This episode was a mess, structure-wise. Just a mess.
Yeah, the moral of the story is I get help everybody, even if you get yourself killed doing it. I don't know.
Well, he goes at the end, he's like, "What made you stop?" And he goes, "I just thought," I have it written down. I deleted it. He's like, "What if that were me?" Something like that.
It's like it was.
But it is you, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and then Forrest Whitaker standing in front of an Asian food shop with lights of that for some reason.
Yeah. And Forrest Whitaker might as well said, "How about that, white people?"
he goes get some dim sum. I love this place. It's really good.
Your move, Whitey.
Check in, mate, white boy.
Your friendly bartender.
And I don't think any of us would say there aren't white people who need to learn a lesson. This guy is not one of them.
No, he was just
There's plenty of them. 3 of them on in the same scene.
4 turns out.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
4.
One of the 4 didn't matter. Any one of the 4.
The Twilight Zone was like, you know what? Those 4 guys just beat that guy to death. But you know what? Let's give that guy a lesson.
Yep.
The guy who is genuinely scared and drove off in a panic and is very clearly conflicted about the fact he had to do that.
Yeah, and felt guilty about it. Even though the guy scared the hell out of him, he still felt guilty about it.
Yeah.
Before he read on the paper that the dude got killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel guilty about it?
And he's like, he's already going through. Like, if this episode didn't happen, and it was just him throughout the next few days, it's clearly weighing on his conscience very heavy.
Right.
And those skinheads are just like, we beat a guy to death.
Yeah.
To be fair, he was in our alleyway and he was black.
Just
so,
another rainy night.
Yeah.
On Fifth Street.
Rock and roll, bro.
Reeling them in.
They listen to country, Dick.
And those guys get no retribution from the Twilight Zone.
No.
That's what we learned.
Yep.
Thank you, episode.
Yeah.
It just could have been like you said in the early. Those 4 guys should have been the ones, but whatever.
Yep. But you know what? I mean, at least the whole teaching somebody a lesson for something was there. Poorly executed, but at least it was there. You know. Yeah.
Other than this, we saw like the Brian Austin Green one, where he learns a valuable lesson about not being a dick to people and keeping a baseball.
But he wasn't a dick, though. That's the thing.
He was kind of a dick. That's what he's kind of.
Really.
Very kind of.
Yeah, it was because that one was basically, you stole your dad's ball to build your business.
Yeah.
Well, it's called getting capital to build your business. I'm sure he paid his dad back, but they don't show that part of the show. But let's have the storyline unfold where he's a kid, he's honest, and he's a fucking bum. But at least he's honest, and he squats in his van for 10 years with that chick who dies of an overdose.
Yeah, Deborah, what the fuck her name was. Then he fucks Megan Fox, and then he's
has
fine.
2 kids, and now she's with that guy that's the boxer's brother.
You guys lost me.
Or the boxer, Logan Paul or whatever.
Oh, God.
No, she's with
that guy.
What are you talking about? You talking about
Young Kelly?
Yeah. Isn't he a boxer?
No, he's a rapper.
No, he's not. He's a pop singer now.
I thought he was a fighter.
No.
No, see, he used to be a rapper, and then Eminem killed that poor boy, and now he's a pop singer.
Oh.
I like his song better. But anyway, what do you want to rate this episode?
I give it a 10.
What do you actually give this episode?
Come on, M literally calls out Diddy for
I'm going to give it a 7 because it's interesting. It's wacky. It doesn't make any sense, but it's interesting.
So you're giving it a 7 for all the wrong reasons.
Yes.
Like entertainment.
Because you're a racist cocksucker. That's why.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Yeah. Well, Dick, after he leaves this, he's got an appointment in a rainy alleyway somewhere.
No.
No, it's fine.
I don't have an appointment.
It's
I
not
find
an official
my friend.
appointment, but you find yourself in the rainy alleyway every night anyway.
What you doing here?
Hey, boy.
What are you doing here?
He says, boy.
Professor.
Frank, what do you give this?
I give it a 6.5.
I'm going 5.
Wow, that's no, you can't get a 5.
You realize how harsh we were on this? We were way harsher on this than Sensuous Cindy.
Yeah, I know. And Sensuous City is a 5 because it's so forgettable. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, this had meat at least.
This
But
one
this had meat, and it was all the wrong meat.
I
it
know.
It was
But-
Arby's.
But yeah, look, I'm giving it a 6.5 because it's 2002 and it actually had meat.
I can't. I just can't.
All right, fine. I'll give it a 6.
You give it whatever you want to give it.
No, you know what? You swayed me a little bit. I'm dropping it down to a 6.
I'm dropping a deuce.
But this fucking episode was just structurally completely wrong.
It would have been like a 5.5 had they put him in blackface.
Oh,
they're
blackface
close.
The whole time, it would have been like a 10.
It was very
I
close.
think I saw a couple 12s out of here.
It was very, very, very close.
Yeah, man, this episode does not age well.
He was extremely like Mediterranean.
Man, it was.
He had Mediterranean face.
Yeah, it was hilarious when because I was
You know-
like, oh,
you know
they're
what
doing it. No way.
You know what he looked like? He looked like World Police, Team America World Police, where they put the actor in the fake Arab
Just
makeup.
The patch.
Oh, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
What's the signal? What's he saying? Kiss me, smart ass motherfucker. Oh god, that movie's the greatest.
I saw that in the theater.
We
With
saw
you, right?
that. We saw that at Paramount.
Yeah.
We were the first to see it. We were like and we died laughing the whole night. I think we scared people. We laughed so much.
It was so stupid.
It was a critic screening.
The fucking sex scene is hysterical.
Oh no, it's the funniest movie. I still to this day I think it's one of the top 10 comedies for me.
Even though we didn't put it on our list.
No, we didn't. I forgot about it.
The scene, I remember laughing very hard in the theater that time when he did the vomit scene.
Yes.
It just keeps going.
Oh, it's so fucking
falls
funny.
It's
so funny. You gave up on life, you fucking bum.
You gave up on life.
Oh god.
And then Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Oh man, that movie is underrated.
That's
Bill Pope.
Yeah,
I'm so happy I did the Matt Damon to Matt Damon when I met him. I met Matt Damon.
It's funny when I was watching Way of the Gun with her, Bill Pope's name came up. I'm like, oh, the Team America, not the Matrix,
and the Matrix,
like
yeah.
that. Just Team
Speaking
America.
of the Matrix, new Matrix coming out.
I know. I told the Phoenix we didn't watch the trailer.
We'll
Did you watch it? Did you watch it, Frank?
No, but I heard about it. They basically recast they recast Neo and Trinity, but not Morpheus. They recast a new Morpheus.
Yes,
Really?
Morpheus is Black
This is
Manta
like
from
basically
Aquaman.
it's basically going to be Morpheus's it's a pre-sequel of Morpheus's story, how he became who he was.
Well, no, it's actually
Oh, don't be that dude.
no, actually, it's like his great grandson, or it's Morpheus
not.
as a different person.
No, it's younger Morpheus. That's why.
No, it's not younger Morpheus
Or trailer. We'll watch
Dude
that.
is young as fuck.
No, so okay, Frank, let me explain something. I just watched all this on the internet the other day.
Okay.
So the Matrix has a canon of like stories that the Wachowskis wrote in the video games. Morpheus got assassinated in the canon of the Matrix, but he didn't get
Got
assassinated.
killed by a cannon. Come on.
No, he got killed by
That's stupid.
an agent.
How old is this man?
But
Actually,
he doesn't. He didn't die, though. Technically, he didn't die. He turns into another form of the Matrix, and that's supposedly what this guy is. It's Morpheus, but a different version of Morpheus.
I'm gonna be honest.
You mean
probably
after he was
not gonna
killed
watch
by
this movie.
cannon?
He was not killed by a cannon, but in the canon, canonically speaking,
He dies like Jesus. He gets lowered.
no. But Neo didn't die either.
They both died. I'm not gonna watch this movie.
Neo didn't die.
Neo
because-
can't die. He's a computer program.
Well, Neo technically didn't die because he was used to get rid of Agent Smith, and then they basically took him and put him back in the Matrix. At least they gave him his eyes back. That was nice of them.
Oh, nice.
Because remember, they burned his fucking eyes out.
I completely forgot about that. I've only seen
Yeah.
that movie like 2 or 3 times each.
Yeah,
and
no,
they are
yeah.
so forgettable.
They are forgettable.
I just remember the old guy with the white bushy eyebrows going, "What if they told you?"
I remember that part because the Mortal Kombat had come out and they had a new character with the guy with the burnt eyes. What the fuck was his name? I forget.
Oh, like Kano or something.
No, it was something like that, but it wasn't Kano. It was.
I always remember Will Ferrell doing the architect on MTV Movie Awards, and that's how I remember the Matrix Reloaded. No, I'm Colonel Sanders.
It's
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Yeah,
Melina.
You know how many times I seen Spaceballs before I got that joke? Probably 20 years of seeing that movie like once a year.
Yeah.
Easily.
Which joke?
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? like get it? Like Colonel Sanders chicken? Like KFC? Like I never put those together before in my life until like 2 years ago.
All right. Well, should we get off this live feed
so
we can
funny.
watch
Yes.
copyright material?
All right, let's get out of here. LIWstudios.com. Loitering in Wonderland. Blah blah blah. Here's our outro. Our government mandated outro.
What?
I have a sunflower on my ass if you're interested.
Citizens of Wonderland, rejoice in the fact that we have covered another episode on the podcast. Go to liwstudios.com for more videos and podcasts. Subscribe to Loitering in Wonderland on YouTube. Check out the Indie Sports Car podcast and Way Off Topic Radio. Search on Amazon for books by Richard Pierce. Until next time, and in the meantime, we are Phoenix West, Frank Lynx, and Dick Dickett. So long, citizens. All hail glorious conformity. All hail our glorious leader. Shut off the fucking podcast now.